Today we're going to make this cute witch's hat treat box using the Cutie Pie thinlit die that's offered in Stampin' Up, as well as the designer series paper and a few other elements I'll show you as we go along. I will have a list of ingredients, so to speak, listed on my blog so you'll be able to see all that. So I think it turned out really cute. And you will want to visit my blog, myredtruck.blogspot.com, to download the witch's hat template. So you'll want to go ahead and get that cut out here, and it fits nicely on the treat box, you'll see. So we're going to go ahead and I will show you the thinlit die, the Cutie Pie thinlit die right here. It comes with a lot of different things to cut out. I really thought it was quite neat and look forward to using it for other holidays and other occasions as well. Now I did the square that you'll see that has the stamp on it came from the square pillow box thinlit die. So I did do that, but you could use a punch, you could use just about anything. It's just a regular square. The sentiment came from the A Little Something stamp set, and that actually is bundled with the square pillow box thinlit die, so make sure you check that out. So I went ahead and I cut out two pieces. You will want to cut out two pieces of your box, your triangular box here. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done that, and I like to assemble this box first. And you will want to grab your tearable tape or your tear and tape from that Stampin' Up offers. I find that this is the best thing for any 3D items, three-dimensional items that I need to put together. It just adheres much better. So I've gone ahead and the first thing you'll want to do is grab your tear tape, but you're going to want to fold everything that needs to be folded first before you put it together. So once you get it all folded, the first part you're going to put together is, if you'll notice, the tip of your triangle right here. So you'll take a piece of tear tape and put it onto your box like that, and it does just tear right off. It is that easy. So you'll put that on all your scored sides here and along this flat side here, and then on your second piece, sorry, my base is moving around. On your second piece, you're going to put it just along one side here. Okay. The first part you want to put together is the tip. So if you line your Cutie Pie templates or cutouts like this, you just want to squeeze that tip together. It makes putting everything else together a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do all my folds here, including this score piece right here. And what I've gone ahead and done, now remember, we want to put tear tape right here and tear tape right here. So I have this one kind of put together for us. So I've gone ahead and put this side together. I'm going to show you how to put this side together. So I'm going to take this tear tape piece off. You're left with this side, and it just easily folds down like that. The box itself will go together. I'm trying to get it at a good angle. You'll fold these two sides flaps out, and then you'll hook it in like that, and then they just slide together. Now I do put, like on this one, I put a little piece of tape to adhere it down so it can stand up like a witch's hat. So you can go ahead and do that. But now that I have my box together, I can move on to the top. So I've gone ahead and cut out my hat. So I have that cut out of my black cardstock that matched my box. I have a strip of the designer series paper that's offered in the holiday catalog. This, I believe, is a 1/2 inch wide, and I just cut it about 5 inches in length. We're going to glue it down and then trim it. So I'm going to grab my Tombow adhesive here, and put a line of adhesive down, and then put my designer series paper strip down like that, and then I'll go ahead with my scissors and just trim that off. Then my other piece that I'm going to put on for a decorative trim is the thinlits come with a small scalloped edge die, and the die scores one side or cuts one side and just leaves the other side blank. So when I put it through my Big Shot, I just flipped it around and put it through twice to create this cool rickrack piece. Now you're going to need a real fine tipped glue, and I have been using this fine tip glue pen that's offered in the holiday catalog, and I cannot say enough about it. So I've kind of have an assortment of adhesives going on here, all of which are my favorites for different uses. So I love the tear tape for the 3D. I do still use my Tombow adhesive mainly for card making, but it's great when you have strips like this. And then I do like this fine tip glue pen because it does have such a fine tip and it makes it easy to put something like this on. So I'm just going to go ahead, and you don't have to squeeze it too much to get the glue to come out. Don't squeeze too hard because a lot will come out. And there was a fellow demonstrator in one of the club meetings we had that gave me a tip to put your fingertip on here like this and use it to guide that blade right in to close it. So thank you, June, for that tip. So I have my adhesive on here, and again, I'm just going to put it on and then I will trim it later. Okay, so I have my trim on my hat. So you'll see it'll look like that. I'm going to take my scissors and trim it. So there we go. All right, so now I can put my sentiment on that, and using Old Olive are my colors. So I have Razzleberry and Old Olive, and this came in the, I can't remember the name of it, but it will be on my blog, a pack of paper that had the Razzleberry, the Old Olive, and I'm blanking on the brown that was with it. It was soft suede. It was a nice pack and coordinated, I thought, really well with the Halloween, but they do have a specific Halloween one if you wanted to use that. So I'm going to be using my Trick or Treat stamp. You can also use this one, which says a little something just for you. It's all from that A Little Something stamp set. And I'm going to be using my white ink. So I have my square already cut out. My white ink, and you could use black ink. You could even use the purple Razzleberry or Blackberry Bliss. Any color would look nice. So there is Trick or Treat, and I will use my Tombow adhesive. I'm going to get a piece I've already done because that craft ink does take just a minute to set up. If I were to flip it over, it would have smudged a little bit. So I'm going to center that Trick or Treat right over that trim there like that. I'm going to get my adhesive. One thing to note, you don't want to put any adhesive on this little edge here because it will hang off. So I'm going to go ahead and get some adhesive loaded up there. Get that. And line it right up. And there I have my witch's hat treat box. Thank you so much for joining me today, and check out my blog. I have 2 other Halloween inspired items that I'm going to be posting. So happy trick-or-treating and happy stamping.